Yo, One Piece, chapter 1138, titled Harley. Harley. That sounds familiar, but I don't know from what. But welcome back. This week has flown by. It feels like I read last chapter just yesterday. And I saw that Artur said this is the first time in years that we've had 4 chapters without a break, or maybe that's including the upcoming chapter. But that's good, we're getting that late Christmas present from Oda, clearly. But let's get right into it. Chapter 1138. Harley. We see who's who with all his girlies, his cats, his geishas. Bro's living it up after Kaido was taken down. Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 24. The base belongs to who's who. Now, is this a base we're supposed to know? I forget where this was, which area. But is this a familiar place to us? Now it's like always taken over. It is the morning. I'm not used to reading these on Thursdays nowadays. It's better for me on Fridays, so I am a little late, but I'm still excited. I mean, again, it feels like just yesterday that we talked about Shamrock, right? Our new boy, Figureland Shamrock. I still don't know what voice to really give him, but we're about to see him yet again. The aftermath of Loki's defiance. Ugh. You're the spitting image of red-haired Shanks. Did you really think I'd just write off that as a coincidence? Oh, and they're just walking away. They're like, we don't care. We're going to destroy all of you. The giants are being taken down. We're not fucking with you. And he looks back. Did he really recognize me? I was like, bro, you even got the same goatee as him. How can we not? Mind your own business. That matter has nothing to do with you. You're not wrong, but a great pirate and a celestial dragon, they're polar opposites. You can't blame me for being curious. Anyone would find it strange that you two share the same face. I mean, he is the brother of Hajrudin, obviously same or different mothers, but maybe we're having a little brotherly thematics here. Obviously Luffy and Ace, but Loki and Hajrudin, Shanks and Shamrock might be a theme in this arc. Shamrock looking. I still don't know what voice to give him, dude. Should it be like Cavendish? Should it be like Figureland? I still want to go with McConaughey, kind of, the in between, the gentlemanly Southerner, the pirate, or like DiCaprio from Django Unchained. The pirate you're referring to is my younger twin. He went astray. At one point, he did return to the Holy Land, but it seems he grew too attached to the filthy world of the surface. The pirate you're referring to is my younger twin, so Shamrock is the eldest brother. He went astray. Is he older by 1 second? Is he that kind of twin? I mean, he looks like it. But at one point, he did return to the Holy Land. But it seems he grew too attached to the filthy world. Now, people are saying, as much as this, destroys all the Shanks rap memes and really puts into question, which scenes have been with Shamrock, which ones with Shanks, people are still theorizing that was Shanks with the Gorosei, right? Now, obviously, Oda was hiding that left side of his face, but at the same time, maybe that's to trick us. Maybe it was actually Shanks talking to the Gorosei. So, him now saying he did return to the Holy Land at one point. What point is he talking about? Is he talking about actually meeting Garling? Meeting his biological father? Did Roger tell him about his ancestry? Because, he wouldn't have known, right? I want to see that part of Roger's flashback. I want to see Shanks' flashback, to be honest. At this point, we need that dragon flashback. We need that Shanks flashback. It's crazy how long we've been talking about the Kuma flashback. Years we were looking forward to it, and that's been done. It's the last arc, bro. Crazy. He returned? I see. It's funny how I ended up hating both of you brothers. And I thought my grudge couldn't get any worse. What a family. Damn. So he does hate Shanks. Because Shanks was the one that captured him. You bastards. When I get out of these chains, you know what I'll do, right? I'll make it my mission to make sure my buddies are avenged. Was that supposed to be a threat? Captain. Oh. Now bro going in. Now bro about to go in. We saw, oh god, I already, Gunka? Seen Gunka do her thing. But now Shamrock's about to do his thing. I just thought of the title, Harley. What's that have to do with? What's that got to do with? Is this his tag name? That's supposed to be a threat. Captain, you don't have to. I know. He isn't worth getting my hands dirty over. Isn't that right, Cerberus? Okay. 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 A lot of things here. First of all, his sword. His sword is called Cerberus. His sword seemingly has a Cerberus devil fruit. And a Cerberus devil fruit is in connection, like people assumed that Blackbeard had the Cerberus devil fruit at one point because of the like 3 fruit theory. And that was his zone. Okay. Interesting. And the maws are coming out of the blade. Isn't that right, Cerberus? And oh, did he manifest it? Or is it, because he's still holding the sword. It's not like, I forget his name from Ennie's Lobby. Spandam's elephant sword. Damn it. But that is a sword that turns into a elephant. While here, he's still holding the sword. The blade is still attached to the sword. What's going on here? Is this like a partial devil fruit transformation? Is this a manifestation? What are we talking about here? And he has like the shawl. Not shawl, I don't know what I'm talking about. The shawl that like Lucci has in Awakening form. The black one. Cerberus. Damn. And the first official Cerberus. Now we had the funny Cerberus in Thriller Bark. The homemade one. With the fox head. Love it. Love that card. If you watch my One Piece card videos, you know I love that card. But here's an official Cerberus. We never saw one down in Impel Down, I don't think. That wasn't one of the Guardian Beasts. Cerberus. Okay. Now, obviously, you know, Loki would go after both brothers, hates both of them. Luffy would never allow that. Unless Shanks betrays Luffy in any way. But then that's a whole different issue. Let's keep going. Cerberus. What the hell is that? Shing. It's my biting blade. Whoa. What's with this creepy thing? So the sword is coming out of the Cerberus. So it seems like a devil fruit with the sword. It seems like a partial. This is a very bizarre way of. And then there's like the black flames on it. What a bizarre devil fruit transformation if it is one. Huh? So his collar is spinning. Is that spinning the blade or what's that doing? You know? Captain, let's clean up here and move on. Scramble. What the fuck, dude? Whoa. So it's separating the heads, which each have one sword coming out of them. Dude. Bro wants to be lost so bad. Bro wants to be lost so bad. He wanted to say shambles so bad. Bro said scramble. Woof. Shoop. Heal. What the fuck is going on? They hop. Gunko made a bird out of the arrows. At this point, it's like, dude, if you're like Holy Knight level, you're just doing whatever the fuck with your devil fruit at this point. Feel free to hunt me down anytime. I'll face you then, assuming you survive in this. Assuming you survive this. Hey, hey, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, we just got an aerial. We just got a jet show. No way. That thing gets me. Those celestial bastards. Grr. Damn it all. All three of them right in his stomach, dude. Damn, so they're like little rockets. They got the flames coming off them. Little heat-seeking missiles. That's fucking... If that's a Zoan sword, that is the most insane use of a Zoan I've ever seen. I think. Separating the heads out like that? Like, what is even going on, dude? Does the sword have capabilities of separation like that itself? Is that why it allows that? Like I'm just trying to fathom what the hell is going on. Damn it all! Total subjugation isn't feasible now. Let's start by taking their children hostage. We'll need an extra person. Understood. Who shall I call? Ooh, we're getting an extra holy knight. Who's gonna be called? Is it gonna be Goat Skull guy? Because we had Road with the skull in the beginning. Are we getting a little parallel now, or are we getting someone completely new? So we don't know Gunko's last name, so that would add to the lineages, right, of the Holy Knights of the Celestial Dragons. But I wonder if someone's going to come that we do know their last name, is basically what my thought. Oust Castle. I'm telling you, it was red-haired. Liar. Shanks would never attack for no reason. It's the truth. I saw him with my own eye. People were saying, when Luffy sees Shamrock, he's going to know it's not Shanks immediately. Be it aura, be it not the scar, missing the scar, being it just, Luffy feeling him out. He's going to know immediately that's not Shanks. And everyone's going to be like, that shit. And he's like, no, dude, that's not Shanks. It's the truth. I saw him with my own eyes. Red-haired has visited Elbaf many times. I recognized him. But I know Shanks. He's a super cool guy. Maybe it was just someone who looked like him. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's fucking so many devil fruits at this point that you can transform your look. Why wouldn't it be an imposter? Honestly, the Giant, knowing Shanks' allyship, how much he's done for the Giants, why wouldn't he trust him, It was shocking. We wondered what he was doing in the castle. You just left Elbaf recently, right? Wouldn't it be weird for him to come back just to skulk around? Even if you're telling the truth, there's no way it could be Shanks. Shanks is always calm and laid back. And doing something like this just doesn't add up. You really have faith in him, huh? You betcha, Nami. It'd tick me off. It'd tick you off just as much if someone It'd tick you off just as much if someone bad-mouthed Telmare. It's Belmare, son. Bro called Belmare Telmare. To be fair, Luffy was sleeping throughout that entire fucking story, Nojiko was saying. The fact that he remembers that much of the name is impressive. But I'm sure Nami has mentioned her a few times. And I'm sure so is Sanji or, other people. Bad-mouthed Telmare. It's Belmare, son. So, it was a look-alike? That, or a brother, maybe. Shanks' brother? Well, if he had one, he'd probably be a nice guy too. Oh, Luffy, you naive soul. Oh, no. Shanks' brother? Well, like, I mean, again, Luffy and his thing for brothers, he just trusts brothers. And he can't do that. Can't do that. If he had one, he'd probably be a nice guy too. But honestly, he never talked about his family. Oh, okay, 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 okay. But honestly, he never talked about his family. I heard that he was raised on a pirate ship from when he was little. I forget, does Luffy know? Luffy knows he was Roger's apprentice, right? Yeah, I mean, they were definitely told it in, on Zoe. And then obviously his interactions with Buggy early on. I'm forgetting Luffy's initial, if he didn't know, I'm forgetting Luffy's initial reaction to finding out that Shanks was under Roger. I forget. But that's not even what I'm worried about right now. What I'm looking at right now is the man that was on the cover page with Crocus way back in the day. The Amigasa hat. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but the rice hat, the Wano hat, the long blonde hair, because this has been colored at this point, and he has orange and yellow stripes, or black and orange stripes, or something like that. Now, we saw a silhouette at the beginning of Elbaf saying, when the narrator was reading, like, those who stay too long in the wilderness of Elbaf will, like, regret it or whatever. And we saw a dude that seemingly had that rice hat on too. And people were pointing there like, oh, that's who that is. Now, I just watched Randy Troy, who was saying, this might be Arnold. This might be the guy who wrote the book, the narrator of Little Garden and Elbaf. I forget his full name, but the Arno narrator guy. That might be him, because timeline-wise, he would be very old, but it would make sense, right? He was also saying it might be Ridley's husband, which people were saying it might be Scopper Gabon. We've been waiting for Scopper, right? Ever since Rayleigh was shown to us, we always wanted Scopper to also be teaching Luffy some stuff. Maybe it's Scopper. Why wouldn't he be talking to Crocus? Maybe he's the husband of Ridley, because who the fuck else would be a human with a giant, right? So, but we're seeing that for sure it's the guy who was with Crocus in the cover page. Let's see who it is, because he's coming up right now. I heard that he was raised on a pirate ship from when he was little. I figure Roger and Rayleigh were his real family. Their whole crew. Except for Buggy. Nah, Buggy's a brother, dude. He's family. They just bicker like brothers. It's fine. But bro's walking up. ... Maybe this is Dragon. He's walking step. And he probably has the wooden shoes, too. Because he's given Wano, you know. Who is this? We're cutting away from it. You better finish the chapter with it. If not, next chapter. Frankie's group. The treasure tree Adam. I love that everyone has side quests. Robin the Sol, Frankie with the Adam tree, the initial trio doing the Shamrock infiltration mission. Frankie's group, the treasure tree Adam. Unbelievable. Adam wood as far as the eye can see. And I thought it was meant to be rare. Wow. I had no idea it was so valuable overseas. Oh, that's Ridley. It's Ridley, right? The giant girl? Or is it Riley? If I'm saying that wrong, correct me in the comments. Wow, I had no idea it was so valuable overseas. Maybe I should start selling some on the side. Weren't you sent here to keep an eye on me? Saul seemed pretty strict about it. He was all like, it's a sacred tree, bucko. Don't go cutting it down here. You sound just like him. Still, I guess stealing from under the noses of the giants is a tall order. I love that she's holding him like a little toy, bro. It's a little Buzz Lightyear, bro. Finally, the little robot action figure that Frankie is. Oh, that'd be so cute if they got in a fight and someone like used Frankie like an action figure, like rockets, poof, fucking twist his arms. That'd be cute. Ugh. Maybe that explains the markup. Maybe that explains the markup. The markup in prices because it's so fucking hard to get. Now, interestingly enough, I was just watching someone react to the Post Denny's Lobby episodes when Frankie first mentions buying the Atom wood with the 200 million that he stole from the Straw Hats. Or was it 2 million? I forget. And he even like tells a little thing of like there are trees in the world that even war cannot destroy. They grow and then cities are built around them. And it showed, and it basically showed kind of like Elbaf, where it's like a big tree trunk and then like a little city growing around it, right? And it's like interesting because I always thought it was just Elbaf's tree. But if there's really more Atom trees, that's crazy. Like I really do wonder where those are. They need to be nearby. This has to be like end of, like other side of Red Line, other side of Reverse Mountain kind of area. Maybe that explains the markup. Huh? What's that? It's a mural. It's graffiti from eons ago. Some kids probably etched right into the bark and it got fossilized. It's now designated as a cultural heritage site thanks to its enormous historical value. It's a punk's doodle? Is a punk's doodle that big of a deal? I love that. Dude, Frankie, your punk side, man. I miss your punk side, dude. You gotta bring it back out. It's a punk's doodle? Is a punk's doodle that big of a deal? It's said to date back somewhere between 900 and 800 years ago. If that's true, then that would place it right in the middle of the voids. Oh. No, she's saying that. She's saying that. Sorry, because the fonts were different. I thought someone else was talking. I was about to say, if Frank is about to say the Void Century thing, that means he's listening to his girl Robin, and I really appreciate that. As a Frobin fan. He should know this, to be honest. It's said to date back somewhere between 900 and 800 years ago. If that's true, then that would place it right in the middle of the Void Century. What? We gotta show Robin. She'll be thrilled. Oh, my boy. My boy's thinking about his girl. Immediately he's like, what? Oh, dude, Robin would fucking love this. And I actually love that Frank is finding this right now. Alone. Like, no one else knows. But maybe that's going to be a detriment. He's not going to mention it until, like, end of the arc type of thing, you know? Not detriment, but, you know, it's information that isn't, like, immediately known. What? We gotta show Robin. She'll be thrilled. Huh? Hey. Ain't this drawing kind of odd for old Elbaf? Not all the figures look like giants. Quite. As far as we know, there were definitely times where the races of the world clashed. But this kind of cooperation is unheard of. So we're seeing... I'm already seeing some things. We're seeing someone with a crown. Now this looks either human or it looks Skypean, because there's kind of feathery patterns on it, and that the back could be a cape for the king, or it could be a wing. The second one's Emmett. That looks like that looks exactly like Emmett. So we're either talking, but it has horns. So I'm guessing it's ancient giant race with armor on. Would be my guess, or it's just fully robotic giants, which is crazy, right? And then the third looks like a mink because it has ears like an animal. So we got minks, giants, and humans working together, seemingly, or Skypians. Makes more sense if it's Skypians. But this kind of cooperation is unheard of. That's why I think it was probably just some kid's dream. Damn. Okay. And like a dream, like not a, like I get what she's saying, like a dream, like a sleep dream, but also like kind of, like a Luffy's dream. Like what he wants to happen is cooperation. I want to see this goddamn mural. That better be the final page of this goddamn chapter. Now we're coming to the Walrus School. Some kid's dream. Was it Joy Boy's dream? You know? Maybe it was real, but now that it's not real, it is someone's dream. This kind of cooperation. Funny enough, it feels like, Big Mom had a similar thing. She wants everyone to eat equally at the table. She wants cooperation, but she just goes about it in a fucked up way. Walrus School. Ah, yeah! Classes in session. Listen up, everyone. Yeah! Okay. Okay. So we're getting a little bit of where is everyone, meaning shit's about to might pop off. If we're getting the school children are starting class, I feel like the Walrus School might get fucked up right now. Owl Library. So this is Harley. Harley was the name of the like Bible that they have. Right. That's where I heard the name. So this is the Harley. Yep. Whoa, so big and old. Giant dust. Giant dust. This pretty tome here preserved many of the rich myths and legends of Elbaf, although it spawned countless interpretations too. That's why all the warriors of Elbaf believe in very different versions of the sun god. Ain't that the funniest thing you ever heard? Yeah, ha 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 ha. May I read it? So another thing, I know I'm talking a lot, this reaction, but I mean we're coming to the end. We're probably at the last page. I like this theory that because of Vegapunk's speech in Egghead, that devil fruits manifest through people's dreams. The interpretations of the sun god's means of the sun god means that there's many different Nika fruits, but they're all a different interpretation manifesting. So Luffy has kind of like the joyous. See, but then I'm like, I don't know if I agree with that, because I think Luffy encapsulates all of the parts of Nika, right? Being joyous, being destructive. So I don't know. I feel like there is only one, but I get the theory of there being multiple. And if that's something Oda wants to like actually manifest himself, like actually write in the story, and Loki has like the other Nika fruit, but it's the destructive one, I'd be totally cool with that. That seems pretty cool. Because he thinks he's the sun god, right? May I read it? Of course, The narrative is split into 3 distinct sections. It's said that the third world refers to the present day, meaning it's a type of prophecy. Mind you, legends of Nika spread silently all over the world. The only thing they all have in common is that it appears with a booming laugh to this beat. Dun 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 dun. I'll read aloud then. Okay, so we're going Old Testament, New Testament, Revelations, basically. And I'm seeing I see a double page spread coming up, and it looks like it might either be the book or the thing Frankie's looking at, because I see Frankie's panel right there. Let's see. The first world, the earth burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men. And Frankie's shocked looking at this cooperation mural. Oh God, okay. We got the whole book and we have the mural. Oh my God, and that's the final page, no break. Okay, this is fucking sick. Okay. The first world, the earth burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men burned with desire. From whispered prayers, the sun god wrote. Okay, and in the hearts of men burned with desire. From whispered prayers, the sun god rose, beckoned by the enslaved who reached for the forbidden star. The god of the land was enraged. with a serpent of fire, and they cast the world into ruin. Darkness fell, death reigned. They would not meet again. I want to talk about this, so I'm just going to cut this together because I'm at my 30-minute mark. But let's keep going. The second world. A breath stirred in the abyss. The god of the forest wove their magic, nurturing its devils, while the sun lit the embers of war. Those of the half-moon and full moons dreamed, yet the ones who slew the sun deified themselves, evoking the wrath of the sun god. They would not meet again. The third world. Chaos reigns. The world drifts into a void. Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day. Its shadow looms as the voice of the half-moon echoes through the ages. And once more the sun god shall rise, laughing, dancing, guiding the world to its final act. The sun is reborn. A new dawn will break. Surely this time they will meet. A deep mythology unveiled. One Piece chapter 1138, and no break next week. And what a fucking milestone. What this single page will confirm, will deny, will do so many things to the One Piece theory community. Oh my god. I stopped it at the 30-minute mark because I know I need more time. It just cuts off itself. Because I cannot just end my reaction here. We need to discuss this final page. I haven't even looked at this mural yet. So I'm going to be analyzing this page for probably another 10 minutes, honestly. But I want to go. We're deep dive. I have my breakfast here. I'm ready to just sit here and talk for another 30 minutes, I'll be honest. The first world. So, okay. So, the Harley, this is the Bible. This is the thing that many interpretations come from. We have a mural. Now, this is Robin reading the top, Frankie seeing the bottom. We love it. We love the connection. They will talk about this. It better not. I mean, it's probably going to be at the end of the arc that the rest of the crew reads the Harley and that Robin sees the mural. I can see that being the end of the arc. You know what? Let's look at the mural now, and then I'll reread the first part. I'm seeing a sea king, a dragon with scars, battle scars. I'm seeing a city, buildings, tall buildings, skyscrapers on a mechanized earth, a future technology, possibly. We have flames going across the entire bottom of the mural. We have production. So these are factories. They're smokestacks, actually. There's smoke. I mean, there's windows, so they may be buildings, but there's smokestacks. There's treadmills. Not treadmills. What am I thinking of? You know what I'm saying. We're going droid factory from from Clone Wars. We're seeing people with halos going up or down. I think they're coming up. People with halos coming up. These little stars. Someone's taking the halo. Maybe putting it in the factory. I'm trying to see if this is... Which way are we going right now? Because see, it's all about interpretation. Are we going from halo to factory to getting what I'm assuming is the flame, right? The power source, the unlimited flame. What did Vegapunk call it? Ah, but you know what I'm talking about. The eternal flame. So I'm thinking this is eternal flame. Those might be Lunarians, the ones with the halos. Angels. We're talking about harnessing power from angels. And then they're going into the factory, boat, and then they're throwing it? Ugh. Ugh. Or it's that it's coming up with the eternal flame, going into the factory and deifying people, putting eternal life into people, giving people halos. That's also an interpretation. We're going the other way. I don't know what the snake is. The snake or the dragon is, or the Sea King is blowing fire to a winged dragon, like a wyvern. The wyvern is above the tree. The tree is the center. The tree is Yggdrasil. It is the Elbaf tree. Above their flames is the moon. A moon. We know there's multiple, and there seems to be multiple moons drawn above that moon. I'm seeing other circles above that. But we're also seeing the same kind of star around the moon. The same eternal flame type item. Within the fighting flames, we see the arc maxim. No, is it? It is. It is the arc maxim. Because below that is Noah, the ark under the sea at Fishman Island, which there is a winged creature with Noah. Not a fishman, but a Skypian. It is called Noah because it is the ark. We're seeing pairs. We're seeing Noah's ark. Now, obviously, the ark is called Noah. We know that Oda is taking from Noah's ark, but he's even doing the pairs of animals. We're saving the first world. And we see a king paddling off. Now, this is kind of combining. It's a very interesting way of coloring this, because it's like the Noah is under the sea, but then the sea becomes the boat that the king is on. And the king is on a paddle. Electricity, lightning is coming off of the arc maxim, hitting the Yggdrasil on the right side. Okay, so let me read the first world. The earth burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men burned desire. I feel like the earth burned in endless flame. Interpretation, we know about the eternal flame, which is a power source. So the earth had an eternal power source. And in the hearts of men, the power source burned with desire. Because I'm trusting that TCB. This is a chapter that it is extremely, extremely important to read the official, because the how they're going to translate the official is really important. It is gonna like we can really theorize here, but it is the official that matters. It is the manga that they put out that matters. And obviously, I'm sure Sandman or Artur may translate their own version straight from the Japanese. I'm sure they're on it right now already. So we will see. But just going off this, the way they're translating this, and in the hearts of men burned with desire, not burned the desire, but something burned with desire, which to me is referring to the endless flame, which is the eternal flame. The earth burned with eternal energy, and in the hearts of men that energy burned. And in the hearts of men that energy burned with desire. From whispered prayers, the sun god rose. So people hoped, they prayed for a sun god, they dreamt of a sun god, and he manifested. Beckoned by the enslaved, who reached for the forbidden star. Ooh, so this prayer, the people that had the prayer by the enslaved who reached for the forbidden star. So there were already slaves in the old world, and they hoped for the sun god. And the forbidden star, is it the sun? The sun is an eternal flame. It's not the moon, which can be reached, which can be landed on, but the star, the sun, that cannot be landed on. Icarus. How is Icarus going to get into this? Beckoned by the enslaved who reached for the forbidden star. Now, is the forbidden star also the energy source in a way? Like, are these different wordings for just the same thing? The god of the land was enraged. With a serpent of fire, they cast the world into ruin. The god, so there was already a god of the land. Someone already was in charge of the old world. So the people who enslaved the other people was mad that this was manifested. They cast the world into with a serpent of fire, which is, I'm guessing, this seeking scarred dragon thing on the right, who's breathing fire. They cast the world into ruin. Darkness fell. Death reigned. They would not meet again. Now, they in this scenario, to me it seems like they is referring to those who enslaved the gods of the land and the sun god. And he's called the sun, I don't know why I just clicked. He's called the sun god because he is the forbidden star that the enslaved reached for. Freedom. They reached for freedom. And he is the manifestation of freedom. That's a big one. But the god of the land did not want them to be free. And so instead he cast the world into ruin, destroyed everything, killed everyone. I'm wondering what this halo is. I'm wondering how they're producing this eternal flame in these factories. But then we have the Noah. So there's ruin. I'm guessing the fight, the flame is the ruin. And now we have the Noah. I don't think the Noah is mentioned though. But now we're going on to the second world, which is right above the Yggdrasil and the dragon. A breath stirred in the abyss. The god of the forest wove their magic, nurturing its devils, while the sun lit the embers of war. Those of the half moon and full moons dreamed. Yet the ones who slew the sun deified themselves, evoking the wrath of the sea god. They would not meet again. Okay, the breath stirred in the abyss. There's war, there's destruction. The old world, the technological world, whatever was manufacturing the eternal flame, the ancient technology, that is now destroyed. But within the corners of the earth, within the abyss, there were still things going on. The god of the forest, the minks, the giants, I'm guessing, paganism, wove their magic, nurturing its devils, devil fruits. Are we saying, it's interesting? While the sun lit the embers of war. So on one side is the sun god, and whoever is on his side, dealing with the old gods of the land and their serpent, fighting a war. While the minks, the pagans, the giants are nurturing devil fruits, nurturing their own magic. They are those of the half moon and the full moon. They are the Sulong. They are the white hair, right? They dream. They manifest. They probably had whatever magic they had, however you're infusing devil fruits, they were able to make it. We need power on our side. We need some way to win this war. We manifested the sun god. We are able to do this again. They're figuring it out. And so one guy's thinking, okay, what do I want? I'd want to be a different animal. Maybe I want to be a dragon. Dragon Zoan appears. I want to control strings. I want him to fight for me. I want to become a puppeteer. String fruit appears. I want to just become a volcano. I want to become magma. Lava fruit appears. They are manifesting these powers with their dreams so that they can fight for their freedom, so that they can fight for their sun god. Now, half moon, full moon. Full moon, Sulong. Half moon, I don't know what that means. That might be Skypians. That might be giants. God of the forest, I'm guessing, is minx. But that's also full moon. So, to me, this is referring to all the different races other than the humans or whoever was in control. Honestly, it could have been the Lunarians. The Lunarians could have been in charge of, like, I'm seeing, because I'm thinking about all the theories now. Talking about the snake that wraps around the earth, being the red line. Maybe that is the fire serpent, become rock. Lunarians were on the red line. Maybe that's because they before were in control of this fire serpent. It's red. Look, the red line's red for a reason, right? Yet the ones who slew the sun deified themselves, evoking the wrath of the sea god. So, yet those of the ones who slew the sun deified themselves. So it feels like it's the sun versus the moon, but in a weird way, we know that the minks want Luffy, want Joy Boy to come back. They want Nika to return. They are allies. So why would they go against? So are we talking, and so deified themselves now to me means devil fruits. They became gods. They are no longer mortals. They have powers now. They gave themselves powers to slay the sun. So surprisingly, they're not on the side of the sun god. But they evoke the wrath of the sea god. A new god appears now, the sea god. The sea god is allied with the sun god? God, I'm saying God what? I understand why this in-world Bible has so many interpretations. We can see why the sun god is one of war, but he is one of freedom, but he is one of joy. It is like Old Testament God with New Testament God. It's a very different deity. He has very different intentions. Yet the ones who slew the sun deified themselves. But see, I was also when I first read that, I was also thinking of the original 20 kings. It, like, the second world to me is the fight, right? Is the fight that became the world government. And so it is deified themselves the devil fruits, or is deified themselves the world government. I think the second world is supposed to be the world government, right? But evoking the wrath of the sea god is devil fruits. So this is, in a way, demonizing devil fruits. And then the picture is a dragon. Now, is this a zone? Is this a manifestation of the devil? Oh, he has horns. Is this a devil? Is this devil fruits versus old world powers above Yggdrasil? This whole left side, oh, I'm seeing him. I didn't look at that side yet. The third world. So this is, to me, Revelations. Unless, wait. Yes, because they said third world is present. They say the third world refers to the present. Okay. So second world is Void Century. Unless first world is void century. First world is pre-void century. Second world is the war, the thing that's been wiped. That's void century. How devil fruits were made, technology being wiped out, all that, I think that's a void century. Third world is present, post-government. Chaos reigns. The world drifts into a void. Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day. The promised day of... So, second world, they will not meet again, would probably now be... So if the first world is talking about the leaders of the old world, and the second world is now talking about the allies of Nika, even the allies do not meet with him. Neither faction has seen the sun god since the war. The third world. Chaos reigns, the world drifts into a void. Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day of him returning. Its shadow looms as the voice of the half moon echoes through the ages. Its shadow looms. Its shadow. What's shadow? Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day. Its shadow looms as the voice of the half moon echoes through the ages, and once more the sun god shall arise, laughing, dancing, guiding the world to its final act. The sun is reborn, a new dawn will break. Surely this time they will meet, surely. Its shadow looms as the voice of the half moon echoes through the ages. What is the voice of that? What is the half moon? Is that Joy Boy? Is that referring to Nika? The half moon. So like, the shadow looms as the voice of the... Like, the shadow, the world government, this void, this nastiness, this control, it looms. But there's still talk of Joy Boy. There's still talk of Nika returning. And once more the sun god shall rise. And now this is the interpretation. Oh, the sun god he's laughing, he's joyful, he's, because it's third world. He's going to come back joyful. But he was a war god. And he's seen with a shield and a sword and rubbery powers. Great picture of that. And Frankie's seen the wanted poster, so he knows. Guiding the world into its final act, 3 acts. The sun is reborn. So the sun, to me, means not only the sun god, but the eternal flame. This hopeful technology, this energy source. The sun is reborn. A new dawn will break. Surely this time they will meet. Obviously a new dawn, mentioned by the Minx, mentioned by... it was... The Minx... Was it Roger? But Roger got it from somewhere. Wano, the samurai, right? So now let's finally look at this image. On the left side. Right side is Old World War. We have the Noah. We have the flooding of the earth. And on the left side, we have a demon. Within it, a boat with people with helmets, armor. They look like regular humans. But the demon is holding the eternal flame. He's holding the sun, the power source. The moon is on this side, the sun is on this side, and someone has control over the power source. Fighting him, we have Nika with this shield with the 8 points around the sun. We have a giant. We have Emmet, so that's ancient giant tech, possibly, maybe an ancient giant within armor. We have Lunarians, black wing with flame overhead. Interesting, because you wouldn't think that they were allied, in my opinion. We have fishmen. I'm seeing mermaid. I'm seeing people riding a whale. Now, is this the whale that is immortalized on Zoe? Is it just a statue or is it the actual whale? Who knows? We have the minx. We have a wolf minx, seemingly with a sword. We have the samurai. I'm seeing a shuriken. I'm seeing the hairstyle. We have the same symbol as Nika's shield on a sail, and these look like humans. So it's the humans that are allied with Nika. We have a Tontara. That's crazy. Not the Tontara mention. We have the Tontara. We have a different giant seemingly. And we have a different mink seemingly. We have a long-tailed, snouted mink in the front. So two different giants, two different minks, lot of boats on the bottom, fish, mermaid, whale. Interestingly, only the Lunarians are the ones with wings. I don't see any other kind of Skypean. Interesting. Interesting. I'm almost another 30 minutes in. Who knew that this was going to be the chapter? Who knew? And no break next week. This is a landmark. This is a checkpoint in One Piece history. I cannot believe we made it. So we have evil on both sides in a way, and then like the fight for freedom. And obviously we have all the races versus those who want power over the eternal flame. The 20 kingdoms. I mean, obviously the chapter is called Harley because we're literally getting the Bible verses. We are getting the Harley. We are getting the mythology. And Frankie just can't believe what he's looking at. And I wonder what Robin thinks hearing it, you know? I want to see Robin's reaction because this is everything that she needs. She's read, she knows, oh man, wait. Ancient weapons. Poseidon? Is there any mention of the ancient weapons? Are these black figures the ancient weapons? Poseidon, Uranus, and Neptune. Sorry. Why am I going blank right now? Are those... I don't want to say the wrong thing because now my mind is just too ancient weapons. Pluton, not Neptune. Pluton, Uranus, and Poseidon. So it's Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, basically. But Pluton, Uranus, and Poseidon. Poseidon is Shirahoshi. Pluton is apparently it was not in Alabasta, like Crocodile thought. The Alabasta stone, the poneglyph, says that it's in Wano. Right? So we should have, I mean, I don't know if Alabasta's, well, there's a whole Nefeltari Lily thing, right? Pluton's in Wano. And then we're guessing that the world government has control over Uranus. So could it be these three silhouettes are the three ancient weapons? I could see that the left devil being a manifestation of Uranus, holding the eternal flame, needing it to power it. I could see the right serpent being a sea king in a way. Although I still think of like the red lion theory. I still think there's something there. And then maybe the dragon Pluton, I don't know. There is a lot of different interpretations. I cannot wait this week to be going through everyone's reaction to this chapter. I am so glad I avoided Twitter. I avoided everything. I fully was unspoiled with this chapter, and I am so thankful. I hope you all enjoy your time. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.